just to wrap up here, I wanted to, when these discussions are happening, where is there an area, maybe there's not, but if there is, an area of confusion with underground that you run into with trying to communicate, trying to help people understand something? Is there anything that people just generally, maybe they misunderstand about putting an underground cabling system in?
I think the utilities are well versed with these products. They have extremely smart engineers, so very capable staff. So there's very little confusion when it comes to
Hmm.
them installing that equipment or purchasing that equipment. Sometimes they just need information on specifications. You know, can it do 27,000 volts? Can it switch 600, 900 amps type of thing? So they may not know that data, but they'll reach out to manufacturers like ABB to get that information. And they'll also put a specification together saying, you know, we need to switch this much voltage, this much current. It needs to be underground. We need this much fault interrupting fault capacity. We need all, and they would put a specification together telling you the size of that they need and so on. And us as ABB, we would manufacture something to meet that specification so that they can use the product. So from a utility perspective, there isn't really much confusion because
Hmm.
I think they know what they want,
Yeah.
and then they request from the manufacturers to see if we can meet those needs, and if not, what can we do to meet those needs? And
Yeah, and
you
with
know,
that, Jay, I think they continue to train and qualify their people regularly. It's like any other professional industry. Or look at car mechanics, look at doctors. They're just continued training, and they get very good at what they do because they're doing it day in, day out. They just don't. It's just not necessarily a standard electrician that comes in and does medium voltage products overnight. There's nothing that says that he couldn't. It's just that the type of products that we use, they're not that. They haven't changed that terribly much over the years, and they always do the same job. It's what they do for a living. It's just that the people that do this do it all day long, and they're used to it. It's a regular operation for them, and that's why the utilities they're as safe as they are, and that they stay on top of these trainings.
yeah, absolutely. No, safety is priority, right?
Yeah. I
And
oh, sorry, go ahead, Jay.
it's not something, Jared, that your average household will run into. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
for the most part, a homeowner might see some of the equipment if the utility company happened to be working on that
Hmm.
big green box outside on close to the sidewalk. You know, they may have opened it up to do some connections or some maintenance on it, and then you might see that. But that's the extent of your average homeowner will see it because we're talking about 5,000 volts and up, which your average homeowner or even business will not see. You know, they'll see maximum 600 volts, and maybe higher, unless we're talking about big mining companies and other locations like that where they're supplied high voltages, but or medium voltages.
So
But
at the end of the day, if you want to sum it up in a way a little bit, is that Jay and I are part of the group that tries to keep not just the lights on in your house, we try to keep the lights on in the city is the idea. You're trying to keep the whole grid on, and that's what our job is we're helping keep the whole city on.